best of our ability. Let me hear you for Ivor! 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 We love you. You can see the people are with you. Labour! 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 Power! Labour! Let me hear you! Let me hear you, Labour power! Grand Four, Morne Jaune, Riviere Cyrique, let me hear you! Thank you so much. Thank you so much, thank you. To Honourable Ivor Stephenson, our Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, and his wife, Honourable Ambrose George, the Parliamentary Representative for the Rosa South Constituency, and also the Minister of Information, Telecommunications, and Constituency Empowerment, Honourable Reginald Ostry, the Parliamentary Representative for the Cottage Constituency, and the Minister for Lands, Housing Settlements, and Water Resource Management. Honourable Rayburn Blackmore, the Minister for Public Works, Energy and Ports, and Parliamentary Representative for the Maho Constituency. Honourable Peter St. Jean, the Minister for Education, and Parliamentary Representative for the La Plaine Constituency. Honourable Aston Grano, Parl Rep for the Carib Territory, and Minister with responsibility for Carib Affairs. Honourable Drago, the Parliamentary Representative for Castlebush Constituency, and also Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Public Works. Mr. Andrew Abraham, who led us in our prayer earlier. Melissa Nelson, the President of the Grand Four LYO. Joachim, Dorothy, Mr. Benoit, Mr. George Thomas, and all the various LYOs. Let me hear you, Labour! It is indeed a momentous occasion for me as the Parliamentary Representative to address you, the youth of this constituency, with the support of so many LYOs from the following areas. From La Plaine, let me hear you. La Plaine LYO, let me hear you. Castlebush, let me hear you. Castlebush, are you there? Good Hope, Petite Soufrière, Carib Territory, Rosa South, Newtown. Welcome to Grand Four, the village of culture and nature. In Grand Four, and in this constituency on a whole, it is tranquil, we are loving, we are peaceful and united. We are not of guns, enmity, or division. I want to thank every one of you for taking time out today to be here in this constituency. Labour! As young people, your contribution to the continued development of this constituency and Dominica is very important. You are the pillars of our party and nation on a whole. That is why your presence here as LYO must be recognized as being very significant for the continued development of Labour. Labour! That is why every one of you must be proud to be part of an organization led by the Honourable Prime Minister Ivor Stephenson. The launching of these LYO organizations in Grand Four will for sure strengthen my position and responsibility as Parliamentary Representative. And I look forward for your continued support of everyone. In this constituency, young people have made tremendous strides in various sectors of the development. and will continue to do so as long as the young people stay with Labour. In education, there are presently 6 young persons who have received scholarships for tertiary education and are now studying in Morocco, Cuba, China, and Venezuela. Today, most of our young people are pursuing a college education at the State College, with transportation being provided to most students from Grand Fort to Morne Jaune. Isn't this about the development of our young people? Labour! Today, all young people graduating from primary education are pursuing their secondary education at the Castlebrooke Secondary, with transportation provided to all students and an education grant of $500. No longer do we see our young children astray in bus stops and along the roadways. Isn't this about the development of our young people? Labour! Our primary schools have been renovated at tremendous cost, all with an objective to provide a good learning environment for our children. Presently, there is ongoing works at the Grand Fort School, where the school kitchen is being refurbished and extended in an effort to improve the conditions of this building for the continued improvement of the school feeding program. This is done at a cost of $150,000 with grant funds provided by the Japanese government. In Riviere Cyrique, particularly in the community of Freyal, our school children are now being transported from Freyal to Morne Jaune. Never in the history of this village has this ever happened. Labour! Our youth continue to benefit through employment of the recently launched National Employment Program and other programs such as the National Youth Business Trust, the Youth Skills Training Program, and Adult Education Program. These programs target youth skills development, education, and employment, and modules have been completed in computer literacy, plumbing, and electricity. In sports, we have seen thus far an investment of over $600,000 for the development of the Grand Fort playing field. That is the playing field just at the back, right across there. Right here, on this court, the lights that just came on there right now, we saw an investment again of $14,000. That was through your Parl Rep, Labour. They're claiming that they did the lighting. That is not true. We here, representing you, provided the funds to the village council, and now we can see the beautification of this facility. I did now to highlight the contributions of some of our sports enthusiasts in the pursuit for the continued development of sports in this constituency. I make mention of Wayne Phillip, who continues to enhance the sporting skills through various academies such as football, basketball, and exercise programs in the community hall. Other contributors include Jocelyn Prince in football, Omar Williams and John Lawrence in volleyball, Shad Phillip and Lincoln Coffey cricket, Kobe Pascal, football, cricket, and basketball, Leandra Coffey, musician Calypsonian, Shirley George and Neslin Prince in culture, Buddy Phillip, National Sports Awardee in culture. In music, we have Anton, Jemris, Crunter, Ramadin, Smith, Seagull, Simon George, and the list goes on. In arts, Frankie, Philip, Marcus Coffey, Gyra, Hector, and Friars. Surely, ladies and gentlemen, these persons and many more not mentioned are not about guns and threats to our community, but our self-sacrifice, hard work, commitment, and nation building. Labour! In agriculture, mention can be made of Michael Phillip, Alma George, Dexter George, Cornel Polidor, Ladies and gentlemen, these are the contributions of some of our young people who are now ensuring that our constituency, especially within the various areas of Morne Jaune, Riviere Cyrique and Grand Fond, continues to see its forms of development. This constituency will continue to move forward, and I urge every one of you to give me your desired support. We have no place for novice politicians like Thompson. We do not want to start this constituency's development, but rather to continue development that has already begun. Fontaine has done nothing for this constituency. Fontaine has spent most of his working life overseas. Ivor, your Parl Rep, has spent all of his working life in Dominica and in this constituency. Fontaine, as an international economist with the IMF, who received his primary education just across over there in this primary school, has done nothing for the Grand Fond School. Jerome Pascal, an employee of the UN, I know has made several contributions of educational material and supplies to the Grand Fond School and other schools in the Southeast. UWP is a carbon copy of what the Dominica Labour Party is doing. Let me just highlight just a few things, ladies and gentlemen, with respect to the way forward for us in this constituency. As Parliamentary Representative, I will continue the further development of this constituency as follows. I will ensure that you, the young persons in this constituency, are engaged in agriculture, especially in areas such as Newfoundland, Maingwe, Krong, and Tigofon. And I can say to you that very soon we will see that lands in the Newfoundland area will be made available to our young people for their own development. We will also ensure the village expansion. And I can inform you that in Riviere Cyrique, we are trying to ensure that lands in these areas will be made available for housing. In tourism, we will see tourism expansion and development by ensuring the continued improvement of areas, or rather, the continued improvement of access road to the freshwater lake. And also, youth entrepreneurship programs and cottage industries. Labour! Let me hear you, Labour! I can't hear you! Let me, at this time, take time off to thank so many of you who have been here this evening. I want to thank all the LYOs from the various constituencies, from La Plaine, from the Carib Territory, from Castle Bruce, those of you who came from the Rosa South constituency, and all other supporters of the Dominica Labour Party. I thank you so much for the support that you have been giving to us here in Grand Fond. Labour! I thank you once again, and I look forward towards we supporting the Dominica Labour Party, supporting our young persons, and ensuring that Labour makes the next government. Thank you very much, and a special evening to every one of you.